Hello everybody, this is my list about the best films about the 70s. The 70s were a wild decade. Sexual mores changed, Vietnam ended, and basically the beginning of the 70s and end of the 70s were two different beasts altogether. The beginning of the 70s was the end of the hippie era with peace, love, and happiness, and the end of the era was the over-extravagant disco era, with all the cocaine and all that. When the coke carried over all through the 80s. This was basically why we got MTV and Dayglow pants. But these four films are about the 70s, and the part that I love, the movies and the sleazier side rather than the nicer side. The first film I'm going to talk about is The Ice Age, Ang Lee's film about 1972 America, where it shows a suburban family and how they're dealing with the changing sexual scene. The husband is having an affair and thinks he's the coolest thing on earth because he's having an affair, but in reality he's a boring nothing whose lover is trying to do it in her nicest way to get rid of him because she wants someone new and exciting and she's done playing with him. The wife is basically confused, like most of them were at the time, and just going along with whatever her husband wants just because it's her husband. And the daughter is a slut in training who's basically bored and doesn't have any identity, so she's trying to screw everything that she can possibly screw. This film would be higher in my love and respect if it didn't have the moral ending where someone must die to prove that everything is bad. That always stuck to me, and it isn't needed. We don't need to have these moral endings nowadays. We know that these are bad people and they're doing stupid things. We don't need to see them punished so we can go home feeling better about ourselves. Okay, now moving on. My second film is Easy Rider and Raging Bulls, a documentary about the independent scene of the 70s, where basically the only time the big studios let the directors make whatever films they wanted. We got a few classics out of it. Terrence Malick was good with Badlands, Days of Heaven, Two-Lane Blacktop, The Godfather Part 2, Star Wars. Yes, Star Wars was an independent film. And how it all got destroyed by the bloated messes that were Apocalypse Now, which bankrupted Francis Ford Coppola, and Heaven's Gate, which was basically a hit. Because if the rumors to be true, MGM let the thing go to crap on purpose so they could cut the throat of this whole thing. And it's a good movie, but it's over nostalgic for an era that really wasn't as nice as they thought it was. I mean, you can just tell by the quality of movies, if you're a serious moviegoer, that it was time for them just to move on. Because Star Wars and sort of happy family films were getting to be the choice of the people. And my third film is Inside Deep Throat. It's about the movie Deep Throat. It's basically a documentary about the movie, about a little porno movie shot in Florida in 2 weeks that basically changed everything. It made porn a legit industry. It made porn a cool thing to watch by normal people for a while. And it caused court cases and changed many laws in many states. And it almost got the male star put in jail in Tennessee. That's why I like Tennessee. Haha. But it's a very good movie about the thing, and it doesn't hide any of the warts and nasty sides of Deep Throat, like Linda Lovelace has claimed that she was raped on the set, and that the mafia stole every cent of the movie's money, so we don't know how much the movie made. It's a great film and a good picture of the time. The fourth and last film is American Swinger, about Plato's Retreat. To tell about Plato's Retreat, you have to go back to 1968 when the gays started the bathhouses. They were less a place where gays could go and just screw all they want than where you could just, if you was a gay, you can go and relax and not have to worry about the straight world bothering you. But all the stories that came out that these were wild places where sex happens and orgies and all that. So the normal people, the straights, took that and created places like Plato's Retreat where people could go and just bang, 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 bang all they wanted. The people they interview are delusional people who really probably didn't get that much sex if it wasn't for Plato's Retreat and places like that. I mean, I don't blame them for getting those while I can, but once the scenes ended, which it was killed during the cleaning out of 42nd Street, the AIDS eras and all that, which basically killed any of the sex industry in 42nd Street, New York City. It's a good little movie, but you have to really take it with a grain of salt because these are people who are nostalgic for that era and they don't want to see the really bad parts when they're there, which is really a lot of the documentaries about the 70s or any scene era. I even myself are bad for ignoring some of the bad parts of the things I love. Well, that's it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me some feedback and tell me if you liked it, what you didn't like, what you'd like me to do in the future, if I should just go jump off a cliff and die, and I'll see you all in 2 weeks. Okay, thanks. Bye.